Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dan with Two Dudes. Today I want to talk about cease and desist letters. All these people are talking about wanting to sell you a lifestyle. We're here to sell you a life.
Selling on Amazon has absolutely changed our lives.
Let's say, for instance, you decided to take a risk and you wanted to sell something that was a knockoff under an authorized and authentic item. You're probably going to get in trouble for that, and we don't recommend it. We actually forbid it. Or you start selling a legitimate product item that you have approval for, and then they tell you, no, you can't do it. Or let's say, for instance, you find a product that you really want to list and it's copyrighted and you don't have permission and you decide to sell it and you get pinched. You're probably going to get a cease and desist letter, meaning the manufacturer or the copyright owner is going to come after you and send you a message via Amazon with their information. It's usually their law department or something, legal department around that line. They're going to send you a message and be like, look, you have this listed, you need to remove it, otherwise we're going to pursue legal action. First off, don't panic. You're going to make mistakes. This is part of e-commerce. You don't know all the answers before you go in, so instead of asking the questions, you decided to rush. We all do that. It happens. Don't panic. You're not in trouble. You're not going to go to prison. Cops aren't going to immediately come arrest you. It's simply a warning. It's like, for instance, back, maybe 10, 15 years ago when people are downloading music illegally and you got caught and Comcast or Verizon or whoever your ISP was, your net service provider, comes to you and says, you did something wrong and you need to stop, and if you do it again, you're going to get in trouble. That's essentially what the cease and desist letter is. The legal department's going to be sending you a message, pretty generic, and be like, look, filing an IP complaint, intellectual property complaint, that's a trademark or copyright violation. We didn't give you authorization to sell it, you sold it, we don't want you to do it, stop doing it. So what do? Your first action is immediately remove the products. Immediately. If you have any pending sales, cancel it. That's plain and simple. If you have sold, be open about it and be like, look, I've made some sales off of this. Be completely honest with the copyright owner. Be like, I made some sales. I apologize I didn't ask for authorization to sell this item. We've officially removed all the products off of our page. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to reach out to us. Provide valid contact information. Don't be afraid. The biggest key is when you go running away from this, it only gets worse. Or if you continue to sell, you will get in trouble. The best case scenario is that you get removed from Amazon for selling. The worst case is you end up going, through, lawsuits, through any kind of legal action. It's a very serious offense in this country. It's a very serious offense in many other countries. If you created an item and it's making you a lot of money, do you want somebody else to sell it? Absolutely not. That's the purpose of the cease and desist letter. That cease and desist letter is a warning. It's not, you're going to prison, you're screwed, we caught you. It's a warning. It simply serves as a warning. It says, stop doing it, and this is how you can appease the copyright holder. They usually, Amazon will usually send you a message from the guys of the company that is filing the IP complaint. If you solve the IP complaint, they'll generally remove the IP complaint from you. That way, it doesn't seem as a negative, a negative on your metrics, because that is a metric. If you're, believe me, and you get one chance at this. If you do it again, you're probably not going to be selling on Amazon ever again. So don't, whatever you do, just don't do it. If you have any questions about what you can sell, what you can't sell when it comes to intellectual property and being copyrighted material or trademark material, we usually tell our customers, reach out to the copyright owner. Ask them for permission. If they won't give you permission, don't sell it. If other people are selling it, fine. Let them be the ones to get in trouble. But just whatever you do, don't do anything stupid. Exercise caution. Better to be safe than sorry. The last thing you want to do is just assume that you have the authorization to sell something, and the cease and desist letter turns into a lawsuit. And believe me, you can't afford it. You cannot afford it. It's like up to $250,000 an item per sale. So damages are very, very big, and you just exercise caution, exercise knowledge, common sense. It's the biggest key. If you get this cease and desist letter, just stop selling. Provide proof that you stop selling. Make sure it gets, the IP complaint gets withdrawn or removed. If it hasn't, reach out to the copyright owner, ask them to withdraw it. If they won't, if you made a mistake, you have to live with the consequences. It's really the end of it. Just whatever you guys do, don't panic over the cease and desist letter. You're not going to get immediately removed from Amazon. You're not going to prison. You're not getting a lawsuit. They're just sending you a warning, and that's something that you guys need to understand, that you shouldn't panic if you get into that situation. But overall, you can prevent getting in that situation if you understand the idea of what intellectual property is, especially if you're an international seller. If somebody's selling an idea or an item or an image or something where they got authorization to copyright or trademark in the United States, because it isn't considered fair use unless they say it's fair use, you can't use it. So if you guys have any questions about that or anything else, we're always here to help you guys out. just shoot us a DM, drop us a message. Like us on Facebook, check out the Amazon Domination Crew group, get into that. We'll get you guys in. You can start talking to potential students or students in the course. And if not, we're still here to help you guys out. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out that fresh and hot content we're dropping all the time. And then, of course, follow us on Instagram. But till then, talk to you guys later.